Good morning, my dear students. We have already discussed about the properties of definite integrals. Here today I am going to explain you integrals involving modulus function. Okay, integrals involving modulus function. Okay, just see how can you solve such type of functions which are involving modulus function. Suppose you are given integration 2 to 5 and here you are given a modulus function just like x minus 3 dx. Now how will you solve it? So first of all, whatever the given modulus function is there, you can split it. How will you split? Just see, whatever in modulus function x minus 3, whatever in modulus that will be equal to, you can write like this. Once you write whatever the given function within the modulus with positive sign, means whatever is as it is, and here the whole with negative sign within bracket this x minus 3. Now the condition is that in which condition it is like this and in which condition it will be like this. So answer is that whatever within this bar line means two vertical lines, just put that equal to 0. Put this x minus 3 equal to 0. Find the value of x. X is equal to 3. Now this 3 is the boundary above or equal to which it will have positive value and below to which it will have negative value. Means this whole we have taken negative. So here when x is less than 3 and here when x is greater than or equal to 3. Okay. In this way, this function can be here limit 2 to 5 is there. So this limit can be, you can break it in 2 to 3 and thereafter 3 to something. So this can be written as limit 2 to 3. For 2 to 3 means less than 3, you put at the place of this one as minus x minus 3 dx and plus here 3 to whatever the upper limit is 5, and for value more than 3 it is x minus 3 now dx. So it is quite easy now to solve. Here in this way, if you are given a modulus function, you can convert in simple functions like this. Some more examples I am taking. It is given that x plus 2 minus 5 2 plus 5 mod x plus 2 minus 5 2 plus 5 dx. How will you do it? Simply first write x plus 2 is what? This mod of x plus 2 will be equal to x plus 2 and minus x plus 2. Okay. And put x plus 2 as 0. So x is equal to what? Minus 2. So here the boundary is minus 2. That it is greater than or equal to minus 2 and it is less than or equal less than minus 2. Okay. For less than minus 2 you can split it. So how will you do? Just see. Putting at the place of this one. Just minus 2 is the boundary. So from minus 5 to minus 2 and thereafter minus 2 to 5. Here for less than minus 2 means this is the upper limit of minus 2. So for less than it it is minus x plus 2 dx and plus here greater than minus 2 it is x plus 2 dx. Now you can simply integrate it and can find the values. Okay. There is a question, minus 1 to 2 mod of x upon x. What is this? Minus 1 to 2 mod x upon x dx. How to integrate? I have told you just now. Mod x, right? This is equal to this, inside is x only, so plus x and thereafter minus x. And put this is equal to 0, so x is equal to 0. So x is greater than or equal to 0, it will have positive value. And for less than or equal to 0, it will have negative value. X is less than 0. Okay? For less than 0, it will have negative value. For greater than 0, it will have positive value. So you need to split it in from 1 to that 0 boundary. So at the place of mod x, you put for less than 0 minus x upon x dx, plus from 0 to 2, it will have x upon x dx. Here it is minus 1 to 0 1 dx plus 0 to 2 1 dx. You can solve it now. Okay. Now integrals involving some trigonometric. Okay, some trigonometric functions like minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sine mod x dx. See how you solve such type of questions. Here sine mod x, no problem at all. Again just whatever in mod, write it just like mod x is equal to, it is x when x is greater than or equal to 0. It is minus x when x is less than 0. Put these values here. So here minus pi by 2 to 0 and thereafter 0 to pi by 2. You need to convert it. Okay. Now put at the place of mod x as x. Okay. For greater than 0. For greater than 0. So it will have sin x is to sin x. And here sin, at the place of this you will put minus x. For this region, sin minus x is minus sin x. So you will get here minus sin x. Now you know well how to solve this type of definite integrals. I am just talking about modulus of the function. Okay. And now if whole trigonometric function is within the mod, just like mod of sin x 0 to 2 pi. Zero to 2 pi mod of sin x. If this whole function is within the modulus, then also this implies that here mod of sin x, you need to write like this. Here plus sin x and minus sin x. Now see, this sin x is equal to what? 0. So this sin 0 is sin pi. Okay, since you have to put that angle which is in between these limits. So sin pi. So x is equal to what? Pi. So for x is greater than or equal to pi, this sin x will be negative, and for x less than pi, it will be what? Positive. That's why we can split it in 0 to pi dx and plus pi to 2 pi dx. So for greater than pi, what? Minus sin x. For less than pi, it is sin x. Got it? Okay. Now integrals involving greatest integer function. integrals involving greatest integer function. Okay, here greatest integer. What is greatest integer? If mod of x is there, sorry, not mod, if any number is written in capital bracket, then it is said to be greatest integer. Okay, what is the meaning of greatest integer? I would like to explain you. Greatest integer on number line system, as you know, there is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here -1, -2, -3. Suppose there is a number written like 2.6. 2.6. Then just mark it on number line. 2.6 is here somewhere. Now just see, this number is here. So how much maximum integer or greatest integer it is containing? So answer is that in all of the situation, whether the number written in positive or negative, just mark that point on number line and observe which is the integral value or which integer is just left to this marked point. So for this 2.6 just left, what is the integral value? That is 2. So this will give you 2. Similarly, if you have written minus 2.6, then what will happen? Minus 2.6, just go. Minus 2.6, where it will be? Minus 2.6 will be here somewhere. Okay, this is minus 2.6. Minus 2, minus 3, minus 2.6. It is here somewhere. Then what will be? It's the greatest integer. I have told you to write whatever the marked position is there, just left to this marked position whatever the first integral value. So just left to it is minus 3. See, it is minus 3. So this will give you minus 3. See the differences. Okay. So if you are given that there is a number just like greatest integer x within the range of suppose 1 to 3, or 0 to 3, suppose. So this greatest integer will have different values within the different ranges. Means this you can write from 0 to 1 and 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. Okay, here dx, here dx, and here as well dx. So what is the value of greatest integer when it lies between 0 to 1? So any greatest integer between 0 to 1, it will be marked here or here or here or here, anywhere. So for all these values between 0 to 1, the greatest integer is 0. Okay, since we just left to all these numbers, here this integral value is 0. So here we will get 0. Okay, and for all numbers between 1 to 2, what is integral value for any number like 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.6, 1.8, 1.9? What is your greatest integer? That will be 1. So here we will put 1. Okay, and any number in between 2 to 3, it will be 2. Okay, and now you can integrate and you can find the value. Is it clear? Okay, it's all right. So thank you so much. You can solve all the questions from definite integral. In next lecture I am going to start differential equation. Thank you so much.